This whole illuminati, right? When you look at battle rap now, right? Is now doing the illuminati.
Oh yeah, meth brought battle rap.
For the illuminati. Oh yeah, meth brought battle rap.
Meth brought me in.
That's the word right now. They got with the handshakes. They doing the battle rap.
Right.
So it made me look at like because of course does it exist? Maybe it's something like that, but. At the end of the day, because I don't believe none of it now. I don't now neither. The further I got, I don't believe it none now neither. But I did believe it at one point. I did, I was approached. I was where a person asked me, yo, such and such. And I was just like, nah,
Such and such,
because at the end of the day, you probably make it to where you make it on your own.
Right.
But a lot of people will offer you something to sustain it.
On the way.
And at that moment, this was, I don't know if it was that person or if this was the whole entity that came with it. But I was offered something and I just wasn't with it. And then they said, good luck, young man, you're on your own.
Talking about, bro. Yeah. And you're a happy man. That's real, that's new. When you say a happy man, you know what I'm saying? Word up.
Hey yo, you know better, you do better. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you, my brother.
I'm trying to, yeah, birth to the next era of billionaires. Such as yourself. Birth to the next era of billionaires, such as yourself.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.
Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, live once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, live once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Roll my blunt and pass my lighter. Lit pop shit, get higher. I'm the hottest, call me fire. Rock out, jump up, live my life up.
Family, what is the word? Thanks for coming back. If you're new here, welcome. I want to shout out all my day ones, real talk. I want to shout out to new people too. And I definitely want to shout out to people that donates to the channel. It does go a long way. It helps with everything. And I got a good feeling, y'all. I got a good energy and I'm gonna go with it. As y'all see, I've been extending the length of the videos for sure. And also, I've been trying to make them about what we like. So yeah, bear with me. I'm thinking about, I ain't gonna even say what I'm thinking about. I'll leave that just for actions. Anyway, thanks for being here. Be thankful for the people that are genuine, y'all. People are not genuine no more. People aren't truthful anymore. And it's just hard to come by good people. So when you already had a hunch about somebody's energy and then it's confirmed, respect that energy. Respect the choices you make that include that person. And this for all you dudes out here, man. Listen. How do I word this without saying too much? Just keep it real. Keep it 100. And this for you females too. Give a person a choice to move forward with you or a situation that might include them indirectly. If you catch my drift. Real talk. But yeah, be thankful for genuine real people, y'all. Real talk. Anyway, I want to get to this video. We're going to talk about a few podcasters and we're going to talk about deals, contracts, and things like that. In this educational video, we're going to react and discuss Wallow, Gilly, Nore. Yeah, and that was him at the beginning of the video speaking about as if he was dumb to the fact that they didn't have a boule, but he said if there was a black version of Freemason, he'd join it. Come on, man, you've been in the game too long to not know about the boule. And their counterpart, to me, in my opinion, is Eastern Stars. But anyway, let's get to the content. Thank you guys for being here. $ Trap House Kitchen 1. Let's go.
Yeah, I've been pulling up here.
No, hold on. You pull up in a Maybach.
But I'm talking about, I was pulling before them. This whole illuminati, right? when you look at battle rap now, right? Is now doing the Illuminati.
Yeah, meth
right?
brought me
Battle
in.
rap.
For the Illuminati. Oh yeah, meth brought down that. Math.
Meth brought me in.
That's the word. Right now. They got with the handshakes. They doing the battle rap.
Right.
So it made me look at like
Yeah.
because of course does it exist? Maybe it's something like that. But at the end of the day, because I don't believe none of it now. I don't now either. The further I got, I don't believe it none now neither. But I did believe it at one point. I did, I was approached. I was where a person asked me, yo, such and such. And I was just like, nah, like,
Such and such, like,
yo, because at the end of the day, you probably make it to where you make it on your own.
Right.
But a lot of people will offer you something to sustain it.
On the way.
And at that moment, this was, I don't know if it was that person or this was a whole entity that came with it. But I was offered something and I just wasn't with it. And they said, good luck, young man, you're on your own. And I never went platinum since.
Wait, so what did they offer you?
They were just like, you walk this way or you come this way and
That's
Did
weird.
they ask about like sacrifices?
nah, I didn't go that far. Like I was just like, yo, I was just like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go this way. And that was their exact word.
What impact did they sell you on? When did they say, hey, we can do such and such and such?
Nah, they didn't. It wasn't like that. I wasn't allowed. If that was the case, it really wasn't allowed. Or maybe I was bugging. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The thing about it was, I did never go platinum. I did never go platinum.
No, it's a conspiracy
So
sometimes.
I kind of thought that when I came back, and maybe it was me, because I figured out another way to do it. Maybe
Right.
I run this course. Like it doesn't matter how dope you are. The audience gets tired of you after a while.
Right.
Now you can blame it on, I wasn't this guy, or I wasn't with this guy, or you could say, yo, this audience gets tired of you.
Yeah.
So at that time when I was being offered something just once, I thought that. I really thought that this was what that moment was. This was Illuminati, and I turned it down. And the fact is, I did, and nothing. Like I was still successful. I just wasn't successful as I was prior to that moment.
I want y'all to keep in mind that a lot of these podcasters see this is like a second breath. A lot of these podcasters were failed rappers. So now that they're getting like a second burst of energy, and it's way more impactful than their rap career, and it's way less strenuous on the body and mind. Like you just sit here and talk. Now they're going into it. But when you get involved with these wild sponsorships and contracts and stuff like that, that's when it gets real. And what's so funny about these podcasters versus rappers and actors, and this is just something I've assessed in my own eyes, or you get it, but what I've assessed is that with these podcasters, it's like nephew, uncle, cousin energy versus a rapper or something like that. It's a lot of the time it's like direct family energy. Read between the lines, but pay attention in this video. You'll catch what I'm talking about.
But I can tell you like this time I've made it all 1,000,000% without that being approached. Now, is that because I'm not as powerful as I was back then? Okay. I don't know. Was I bugging back then? I don't really know. I just know that I'm safe. I don't deal with none of that. The worship shit that is.
But I just wanted to kind of clarify.
But it was weird. It was weird for me at that point of my life. It was weird.
So I'm wondering to just see if it's unfairly put on like a lot of the industry
Yes,
artists.
it's unfairly put.
Everybody's Illuminati. It's like
Everybody's successful.
Successful.
yes, successful.
Was Illuminati.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
And that's kind of corny because the thing about it is this. First off, when you really research the Illuminati, that is Rockefeller, not Jay-Z Rockefeller. This is Rockefeller. These are people.
These are the 1% of the
These
world.
are a lot of people who probably won't even meet with black people.
Right.
You understand? So if there was an Illuminati, it should be a black version of Illuminati.
Yeah.
Now that
I think that's
version,
cool.
I kind of down with that.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah,
If that version does exist,
I like that.
if that version does exist, I would be down.
Community leaders gathered this evening to talk about public policy goals, specifically in Springfield's Black community. The Beta Sigma Boule fraternity hosted a fireside chat with Suffolk County District Attorney Rachel Rollins. Beta Sigma Boule is the oldest Greek letter organization for professional men of color.
Now, like I said before, I really can't vibe with the fact that he wants us to think that he did not know about a boule or a guild for men of color that's equivalent to that counterpart of the ones from the Caucasus Mountains. But the thing is, my bad, y'all. Anyway, the thing is, y'all, you're not gonna get these deals and all this energy around your brand and your name and all that stuff without giving something. These guys are signing major deals. Puffy ain't give that boy that Maybach for nothing. Then he said, welcome to the world of the next generation of billionaires or something. But he wouldn't take that hand off that shoulder. It's real, and it's just sad that the things that these people talk about and say versus stuff that they've said 10 to 15 years ago. I always said it though. You gotta find a person that's thirsty enough to just say, forget it, I'm gonna risk it all. I'll do this, I'll do that. Or I'll at least try it. But you better keep it a secret. Now in this next clip, I'm gonna let Jay Marvelous cook. He's gonna introduce the I wanna say it's his nephew that's no longer here, Nore's nephew. I never knew this, it snuck past me, I'm sorry. But he's gonna talk about how podcasting is the new record deal. It's the new, I'm gonna let him tell y'all, let's get it.
This is his homeboy, his DJ that he's been with for the past 15 years. EFN or whatever his name is. Look at the shirt he got on right here. You see what I'm saying? Pay attention to the signs, you know what I'm saying? It's evil, man. And they don't care. They only give a damn about $1. Now, when you see this podcast, right? And you see these different podcasts and they get all these astronomical payouts, all right? You gotta remember something. They're not, this is the new record deal these days, okay? They're getting well over hundreds of millions of dollars for these podcasts to sit there and promote alcohol and talk about absolutely nothing or old stories from hip hop, right? And you think to yourself, why would somebody pay them $300 million or $200 million, all right, to sit there and tell old stories, right? But this is the new record deals. Podcasting is basically the new record deals. Now, if you didn't know, we're gonna talk about sacrifices. If you didn't know, Nore's nephew, twin, all right, who was actually paralyzed from a failed sacrifice prior, was killed in a car crash, okay? Now, lo and behold, okay, after his nephew twin dies, okay, he gets a big payout with Revolt. Okay, they was going towards CBS and all of these different places, but Revolt picked them up.
Wait, you gotta relax. You gotta relax.
Yo, I'm grateful for it, man. I got shot last November. This November, I'm here live.
Alright, now the same thing, ironically, the same exact thing happened with Gilly and Wallow with the Barstool deal. Alright? They signed that contract, next to you know, Gilly's son dies. Okay? Joe Budden is another one. Alright, with his friend Uncle Mike. Alright, now, you gotta understand something. Nore has a lot of ties with these people at the top. Leo Cohen, Diddy, Jay-Z, and also Nas. So he knows all about these practices. You get what I'm saying? He knows all about it. And mind you, you gotta understand, podcasting is big business, but you don't make no money unless sponsorship or corporations get involved. And the way, like I tell y'all all the time, the way that these people have to trust you is by doing certain things and participating in certain practices. There's no way you're just gonna get 100 million, 200 million, 300 million for a podcast. Everybody that you see with these astronomical numbers on their show, even down to Joe Rogan, have all participated in some type of ritualistic practices. You get what I'm saying? Because these corporations at the top, they know what people want to see. All right, so what they do is They sign them a check, but then they tell them, hey, listen, in order for us to trust you, you got to do this, that, and the third. And for the most part, you know, these old rappers, they want another life. They want another lifeline. So they're going to do it. They're going to do it.
They want another lifeline, so they're going to do it. All of this is for educational purposes. It's all alleged. This isn't me saying, this is just me reacting to this educational content and giving my own 2 cents. But I did not feel too good about the Wallow and Gilly situation. It really felt like what we all think it was. But when you lead a certain life, they'll use that certain lifestyle to disguise things around. So that's what people say. But there was a chick named Gyla, and she said they take you out how you live. And I see that all over the place. I really do. Especially with these street dudes. Look how easy it is. It was some street stuff. Yeah. And it'll probably happen again because now their homeboys is gonna go after these homeboys and blah, blah, blah. So we're gonna let that cycle go. But then you know what? We're gonna throw on a Rico on top of that. I mean, I ain't saying that's how it goes, but if you know, you know. Let's continue.
Podcasting is no different than record deals. It's the same thing. You building a brand. And when you building a brand, they have to be able to trust you within that circle. All right, so when people say, yo, why do these people gotta make sacrifices to be famous and rich? It's not per se them, it's these corporations at the top. Okay, because the higher up you go on that ladder, all right, there's people at the top of that ladder that are wicked and evil. All right, and they need to be able to trust you. You don't sit in these important rooms with these important people and then everything is just cool. Y'all just talking about business. No, it's some funny stuff that go on behind the scenes. All right? So I just want to let y'all know, man, a lot of these people that y'all look up to as far as with podcasting and old school rappers, they've all been involved in it, man. They've all been involved in it. It's a business. All right? It's a business and it's a brand. And corporations have to get paid. They have to sell their product. For those that don't know, okay, EFN is a Freemason. Okay, he's a Freemason, and he's also a Cuban from Miami. Now, I won't go into details about what I mean by that, but if you know, you know. All right, now I'm gonna show y'all this clip from our old video where I broke this whole thing down.
Yeah, I believe in the Illuminati. I don't believe in the way they describe it. I don't believe that there's actually Illuminati in hip hop. Now, with that being said, does Illuminati exist? Back to the Egyptian pyramids. Now, is the Masons claiming that? Some do, some don't. The way they describe it in hip hop, no. But now, with that being said, there is a certain level that you get at that you can't go no further unless you're aware of certain things. And I'll leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain level that you get to. That there's a door that you have to walk through. And it's on you to walk through that door. And once you walk through that door, it's not coming back. Now, I didn't walk through the door. So I can't really pinpoint it for you. I can't say it. But I got to that level. I ain't telling you I was supposed to join the Illuminati. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I got to a level where there was big balls that was saying, here's another step.
This is all I'm gonna say, y'all. And I feel like this for distribution or any deal you sign. It ain't no way around it. Once you ink that paper, you sign your name, you agree to the contract, the conditions, the small print, the section codes, you agree to give your liveliness away. And in today's time, I'm pretty sure the voice too. Oh yeah, we own your voice. We're gonna make some AI albums out of it. And that's a whole nother discussion. But once you sign that paper and you accept that money, you don't belong to you anymore. It's a lot of people that claim a lot of things about this entertainment industry that really seem true. It's some things I've seen and heard and experienced, like, pause, none of that, but just being around the Migos and this and that, to hear people talk about who they would if they had to give somebody as an offering, that's crazy. It's crazy. I never looked at these dudes the same. Like, yeah, like it's crazy, but they say it's something that people do. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on what we just watched and heard. And yeah, $ Trap House Kitchen 1. I'm out. Peace. Oh yeah, if you made it, say I made it. Or let me know where you tapping in from. Let me know how long you've been here. But yeah. I'm out. Peace.